You have AVP outstanding, Pathfinder.
Anomaly detected. Anomaly on sensors. Anomaly on sensors. Deploying probe. Detecting what's left of a ship. I'm picking up something. Anomaly on sensors. Probes launched. Anomaly found. Anomaly on sensors.
Okay, bundle up, people.
I'll stay on my nice warm ship.
Take her down, Callow.
We designated this planet Habitat 6. Original readings suggest that it had a breathable, nitrogen-rich atmosphere and oceans of H2O.
I take it that's no longer the case.
All H2O on Habitat 6, Voeled to the Angara, is ice. And those oceans, frozen over completely.
There goes the dream of a seaside property. That's a pretty intense blizzard.
LZ is on the windward side of the mountain. Conditions are bad. I'm tracking gale force squalls.
We're good. We're good.
You sure? Want us to get out and push?
Very funny, Ryder.
Sylvie wasn't kidding about the cold.
Joe wasn't kidding. There's no way anyone could find anything to all the snow.
Keep going, Ryder. Try not to make any sudden movements. You're probably being watched.
Oh, lovely.
A heater! Let me warm up for a second. I've never been this cold.
Almost at the base now. Make sure you talk to Commander Anyik when you arrive.
The only aliens Joe mentioned. If not for him, you wouldn't be allowed to set foot here.
I understand.
Commander Drusille will want to speak to you.
Temperatures are below freezing and continuing to fall.
Heard about Keeler. I still can't find him.
His sister came through here. Set out alone to search for him.
And she's as tough as her brother.
I'm reading a severe temperature drop. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
I love you, Hera. I know. Who knows how much time we have?
Hey there, Explorer.
That's all we've got. Trust me.
I hear you have a very impressive vehicle, yes?
We call it the Nomad.
I'm an amateur mechanic myself. Build vehicles for my people. Upload this schematic for your mechanic, with my compliments. They can upgrade your vehicle's shielding once you find the needed components.
He lives for this shit, and will make his day.
My long-lost brother. You can find some of what you need here on Voeld. The rest, out and about.
Maniac is wasting time. We should be out there looking for Mashal.
Mashal's dead. You saw the explosion.
Yes, Mashal's explosion. She would have known exactly how to protect us. Heard about that Dar.
You think it's payback for pushing the Ket out?
I don't know. Sure feels like it. You must be Ryder. Jarl told us what you did for Kirin's team on Havarl. I'm Anyek Dozil, commander of this encampment. You're welcome here as an ally of the Angara.
Thank you for allowing us into your base, Commander.
Your actions display your soul's intentions. I hope you will join the fight against the Ket. We've held the Ket at bay, but have been unable to deal a decisive blow. The longer things drag on, the greater our disadvantage.
If your current approach isn't working, we'll need to find another one.
Our main problem is a lack of fighters. If you want to know where you can make a difference, go to the post that overlooks the valley. Nothing happens on Voeld without our lookouts knowing about it. Before you go, is there anything else I can help you with?
How long has the Resistance been around?
Nearly as long as the Ket. With our military destroyed, civilians took the fight into their own hands. They formed the Resistance as a final effort to retake our home.
It seems to be working.
Only since Ephra took over. His tactics gave us the push we needed against the Ket. But even now, we're a long way from winning.
I've met Ephra. He's interesting.
He's never been good at first impressions. He can be stern, but he's exactly what the Resistance needs. Ephra took a scattered band of civilian fighters and molded them into an effective army. What success we've had against the Ket is entirely due to his leadership.
Most people seem to really respect him.
Because he would do anything for his people, he inspires the same in us. We may not always agree with Ephra, but we'd follow him to the end of the stars.
That's it for now.
I'll be here if you have any questions.
Apologies, Pathfinder. I'm a little busy at the moment.
Looks like supplies aren't getting through to the Resistance.
Should we talk to the requisitions officer?
Life support is back online.
Pathfinder, something I can do for you?
You the requisitions officer? I hear you're having supply issues.
Of course not. I don't know what you've heard, but everything's running fine.
I saw the messages sent to you. What are you hiding?
Keep your voice down. I need to keep this news contained. No one knows the shipments have stopped. If word gets around, we'll have a serious morale drop. I need to investigate this quietly.
You have any leads?
Not much. The supplies make it planetside, but never reach the base. The obvious answer is the Ket. Sabotage is their style. We changed our drop point, but no luck. I can't send someone to investigate without word getting around. I guess there's no avoiding it eventually.
I can take a look at the drop point. That way, no one will panic.
I can't sanction an official search, but I also can't stop you from investigating on your own. The nav point for the last drop location is in my personal console. You seem to be adept at decryption, so I'll let you figure out the rest.
Decryption successful, Pathfinder. Updating your nav system with a supply drop point.
Double security and send nightly patrol. We'll have to. Tetris is counted on as
Hold. Hope they give me a patrol soon. You think I'll see any Ket?
Not likely. They don't venture this close to the camp.
I should be going out there with you. Waiting around makes me unhappy. I'll keep my comms open so I can keep up with what you're doing.
Sounds good.
In the meantime, is there anything I can help with?
Tell me more about Voeld.
Voeld is an important planet for my people. Our capital, Estraya, is here. We only recently won it back from the Ket, and the city is still rebuilding. For some reason, the Ket now focus their attentions on this part of Voeld. That's why the Resistance is set up here.
The Resistance seems pretty busy here. There must be lots of Ket.
Yes. The Resistance has fought the Ket on Voeld for a very long time. Our fighters are frustrated. No matter how many we kill, there always seems to be more.
I have to get going. We'll catch up later.
Stay clear, Pathfinder.
Got a message from my little brother this morning. He asked when I'm coming up.
You didn't hear about the human? Landed right in the middle of Aya.
No. I hope they dealt with it. Stars above. You're the...
Don't worry. They dealt with me.
We're gonna need some kind of stimulant.
I have Kachari and Suma, or out of everything else.
Yes, what is it? You're that alien they've been talking about on comms, aren't you? Why are you standing here? Don't you have more important places to be?
I'm Pathfinder Ryder with the Andromeda Initiative from...
Wonderful. You're from far away. Do they have magical healing where you're from?
Nothing more advanced than what you have.
Then where you're from is useless to me right now. Stand over there.
Dr. Hareen, maybe Ryder can help us with the emergency caches.
Emergency caches?
This is a war zone. Kett attacks are always a risk. Wounded? There's probably a cache of emergency medical supplies nearby. No substitute for real medical attention, but you'll survive long enough to reach it.
Problem is the caches are empty right now. We're strained and no one's been out there to replenish supplies.
A great system, and no one spared the time to make it work?
You have no idea what you're talking about, or how many of ours have been killed or captured. I still have patience to see, and I can't waste energy on this. If you want to help, rather than judge, the supplies are by the wall, along with the directions to the caches. Give me a double dose of Suma, quick!
If you need patching up, you'll have to wait. A patrol just came through and I need to see to them.
Did they run into something out there?
The Cat are getting bolder. A band of them attacked our patrol last night. Our people managed to get out without much trouble, but I need to check them over.
It's actually warm in here. Those heaters work pretty well.
We don't use them for heat. They generate artificial sun, so we don't go dark.
What do you mean, go dark?
Right, I suppose you wouldn't know about that. Our bodies generate energy from sunlight. If we don't get enough, our immune systems weaken and our bioenergy slows. We go dark.
It can't be easy living in a place like this.
Between the cold and the lack of sun, it's tough to keep morale up. Most of us come from Aya or Haval, so it's a big adjustment. Immunity drops, people get sick. But if the civilians in the settlements can live here without complaint, so can we.
I'll come back if I need anything.
I'll be here.
Leave me be.
They all say the same thing. The Resistance is missing supplies. These are the emergency medical supplies the doctor mentioned. We have to get them to the caches. Sam, you saving the location data?
Of course, Pathfinder.
Kett armor.
I'm reading a severe temperature drop. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
But I brought the snacks last time.
But I never get care packages from Aya, do I?
You're so good at guilting me, Zeke.
Whoa, didn't mean to sneak up on you.
It's the alien. The one that helped out on Havarl. Didn't expect an alien to help. They've mostly tried to kill and enslave us. So that's amazing. You are amazing.
Shut up, Beniska. You're embarrassing.
You shut up. I'm being charming, right?
The Angara have been wonderful to us, including yourself. So thank you.
See? We're building bonds here, Zeke.
So, what's out there? Any tips?
As a start, you could join our fight in Hajara, where those red lights are. I hear someone's looking for help.
Or you could just go there and kill some Kett. They're everywhere.
Anything else you need to know? We've been stationed here forever, so we're experts.
Those red lights, you said that's Hajara?
Yes. Hajara Station, one of the Dar in the valley. It's a small community, mostly scientists. There's people there that might need help if you haven't checked it out already.
How do people manage to live down there?
Why so surprised? We've adapted to this weather.
Those lights are conspicuous. Don't the Kett attack?
We've adapted to that too. The Kett want to take us alive, so we fight to the death. It seems to deter them.
What's that alien facility on that mountain over there?
That's the Kett Command Center. We have constant eyes on it.
What's its purpose?
It controls Kett operations on the entire planet. There's always ships coming and going.
I came face to face with the prefect there. Meanest, motherless Visan I ever saw.
Even the Kett seemed afraid. We don't have much intel on her, though.
Do you know of any remnant sites or ruins?
I think so. Actually, I don't know.
Zeke, do you ever read the dailies?
No, you'll tell me if I need to know something.
So, where is it?
Tall lights, over on your right somewhere.
I'll let you get back to your work.
Take care. Stay safe.
Tempest, we're going to need the Nomad. My position.
Deploying forward station. Good luck, Ryder.
Activating automated forward station deployment. Temperatures are below freezing and continuing to fall. Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
Okay, Sam, what's Voeld got for us?
Kett activity appears to be centered around this large central command post. According to Resistance intelligence, the base coordinates all Kett military efforts on Voeld.
And taking it down will cripple their operations.
In theory. However, given the trouble the Angara Resistance has had infiltrating the base, it will not be a simple task. I recommend a more cautious approach that starts with the investigation of smaller Kett installations.
What about the Angara, the Resistance? What's their status?
Resistance dispatches indicate there is someone in Hajara who needs help. We could visit Tekix, a larger and more established Angara Dar that is nearby.
Sounds good. Thanks, Sam.
Pathfinder, Vold's temperature range is fixed well below freezing, with pockets of even more severe conditions. This necessitates the use of the Nomad. I advise against prolonged exposure to the cold.
Got it. Don't crash the car.
Our scans have detected remnant monoliths, which suggests the presence of a vault.
And that means we might be able to melt this ice cube. All right, we've got our work cut out for us. Let's get going.
The Nomad's got safeties if you drive off this mountain, right?
Trust me.
How about we don't gun it down the icy mountain?
We're out of the worst of it. Temperature should be manageable now.
Cat, coming this way! We have to get rid of them! Hostiles ahead!
Over here!
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
How long have the Angara been fighting the Ket? Must feel like forever.
They're a tough bunch.
I wouldn't mind hanging out with the Resistance at some point. Learn some new things. Make some new friends.
Time to fight!
Why were Angara attacking us?
Pathfinder, I detect a datapad nearby.
Axul. Should I know about him?
Pathfinder, I have informed Olisk. The drop point is secure.
Good. The Resistance should get their supplies now.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Seriously, Ryder, you didn't bring any music?
I swear I will turn this car around.
Ked set up camp over there. Let's check it out.
Gun targets!
I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder. I'm reading a temperature decrease. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. Life support is back online.
Liam, when we're paired up, I notice you're often taking position close to Ryder.
Could be.
Seems like a deliberate attempt to be the one protecting her.
She's the Pathfinder.
You do that when you're out there with the others?
Not so much.
I see.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station.
I should have dressed warmer.
It's not that cold. Let it go.
I think my suit's malfunctioning. Toes are numb.
Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
Looks like a research station of some sort. Wonder what they're doing out here.
Let's see if someone here needs help.
extract the metal from that sample we took?
I did. It's strong. If we find more, we can send it to the Resistance for processing.
Keep digging. I have a good feeling about that site.
Well, I haven't seen many of your kind around here, but I've heard lots about the Pathfinder from my friends on Aya.
All good things, I hope.
So far.
Do you get much business out here?
I do all right. The trick is to not stay in one place too long. I travel between here and Techix. Sometimes they even make it up to the Resistance camp.
Isn't that dangerous with the kettle around?
I've had a few close calls, but they haven't caught me yet. The stars are on my side.
I'll take a look at your stock.
Got plenty of supplies.
They told me you might be coming through. Watch your step. We bedded data probes in the snow.
What is this place?
Ijara Station, the only research base on Voeld. Educated on Aya, trained by the Resistance.
What's your focus out here?
Glacial movement, seismology, climate, anything Aya needs from us. Resources are tight, so our scientists know a bit of everything. That way, we're prepared for anything.
Are you in charge here?
Lead researcher. Worked as a seismologist on Aya before I volunteered for Hijara.
You volunteered?
We all did. Aya is fine, but all that green gets boring. I can't speak for the rest, but I came here for the adventure. So far, Voeld has lived up to my expectations. Always a new mountain to scale.
How long has this station been around?
Only a few years. This used to be Ket territory before the Resistance pushed them out. We've discovered a wealth of resources the Ket protected out here. Metals, minerals, even a new species of edible cold weather fungus.
All that was hidden under the ice?
And more. We've only scratched the surface.
I'll come back if I need anything.
I'll be here.
Janlith, I'm pretty sure there's something here. They were probably affected by the Scourge. The microbe variety in the top layer is completely different. They contain traces of 4 different radioactive isotopes.
Could be something else. Industrial emission, weapons test, someone crashing a vehicle into the sea.
Or maybe, like my sister says, it's the Ice Talkers.
Say Ice Talkers one more time and you're fired.
The numbers check out. I don't know what else I can do to strengthen my argument. Oh, hello. You're that Ryder alien everyone's talking about. What can I do for you?
You said something about ice talkers? What are those?
Oh, that's something of a joke between me, Journalist, and everyone who went to school with us in Australia. One of our classmates was at an old archaeological dig and thought he heard a voice through the ice. 2 months later, another group claimed they heard the same thing, an angry voice.
What was it?
Too much Malay, that's what Journalist says. Now it's become something of a joke between us.
Reminds me of a snooty bar in London that only served drinks over fancy off-world ice.
Someone around here probably knows what that ice is for.
Don't think that ice is for slushies. Bad weather for it.
Ah, you're Ryder. It's an honor to meet you. What can I do for you?
You were saying something about ice talkers?
Huh? Don't let anyone hear you. Stupid story that started years ago when Dinor and I were students in Australia. Talk to Dinor. He knows more about how that tale spread.
What are you doing with this giant block of ice?
That was cut out from below Hijara. We're right above an inland sea and the ice goes deep. Very deep. Everything under the first layer was perfectly preserved from a time before the Scourge. There's a lot we can learn from the composition of the deeper layers. Microbes, ancient life forms, all untouched by the Scourge.
I won't disturb your work.
Only the Ket showed us the same courtesy.
How's the dig going?
We can't get deep enough to take a proper sample. The ice is too thick. If I had better equipment, we would have finished days ago.
Try asking Armroll about it.
You're that alien pathfinder they call Ryder. Oh, I wish I could talk. But I gotta get this sky-cursed piece of junk working. It's been picking up weird interference for days. I can't transmit data to our colleagues in Talara.
Tech, huh? At the end of the day, it's just a mess of metal and plastic.
And yet we trust our lives with it. Oh, I need to take a break before I kill someone. If you want, feel free to poke around.
We can't just attack an entire Ket base.
So you're just giving up on Neilj? He was your best friend.
No. I'm saying we need to think about this. Get in touch with Buxton and form a proper plan.
They could be dead or worse by the time your thinking's done. You're that alien people have been talking about. Some say we can't trust you. But if you're here to fight Cat, that's good enough for me.
You made a quick decision about me.
You got me. I hoped that if I flattered you, you'd help me rescue my uncle, Nilj. I had to try something. If the Cat moved Nilj from the labor camp, we'll never find him again. Will you do it? Will you help me?
What's a Ket labor camp for?
Different things. They put people in cages there. Sometimes they make them work. Sometimes they collect Angara, and once they have enough, they move them. And sometimes they just kill them. My father died that way.
That's awful. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. Make sure I don't lose more family.
I have to give this more thought.
But I thought you... They said you. Can you at least consider it on the way to the camp? Here's the nav point. You don't owe me anything, but if it was your people, wouldn't you want the Angara to help?
So I told him I can't execute a proper dig if my equipment keeps breaking down.
What'd he say?
He directed me to Leth, who directed me back to Armstrong.
Sun and skies. Tell Noth. He'll do something about it.
High-powered communications array. Most likely for planet-wide communications.
Makes sense. Anything on that interference the researcher talked about?
I am detecting a signal. It is faint, but this equipment is sensitive. Pathfinder, I also observe a regular pattern in this emitted signal. It may be artificial.
Ket?
The signal has no identifiers. It is possible the Ket are disrupting or listening in on Angara communications.
The main axle's got iced up again. What's causing it?
Probably an issue with the de-icing system. I'll take a look.
I saw your ship land earlier. Impressive vehicle.
I was about to say the same to you. Is that thing Ket?
Sure is. On our last dig, the Ket destroyed our land cruiser. So I decided to repurpose one of theirs. It's only fair.
You stole from the Ket? You're my hero.
From what I hear, you're doing a lot more than just stealing from them.
Is using Ket machinery common out here?
Only if we stumble on it, or steal it. Mostly we stay away from their stuff, in case it's a trap.
They set traps?
Sometimes they rig their machines to explode and lay them out for us. I'd say they're clever, but they learned it from us.
What do you do here, besides jacking vehicles?
I was a civil engineer on Aya. Now I'm a mechanic for the research equipment here. 1 minute you're designing an aqueduct, the next you're elbow deep in an ice drill.
That's a big change.
I wouldn't trade it for anything. It's tough out here, but every day's exciting. Besides, Aya can get on without me. Ajara Station needs me.
Do you work with Remnant tech?
Not really. I can't activate it, so there's no point. Those tool structures with the lights are fascinating, though. I'd love to get inside one and tinker around. If you're interested, they're north of here.
I'll get going.
Stay warm.
Hey, Jal. Jal? Jal? You alive?
What? What did I miss?
The way Ryder drives, you can sleep?
This is a very smooth ride.
I think that's Ket tech. Stay alert.
Be ready.
Time to fight! On it!
This one's mine. Well executed.
I'm detecting below normal temperatures.
You sure take up a lot of space back here. Your thighs are massive.
Great. Now we're both uncomfortable.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Another memory trigger?
One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam Node on the Hyperion to investigate further.
Joel, I tried that paste the Angara eat. Smelled great, but it was not delicious.
And I find your food very bland. Belisaria Biseo, how will we ever get along?
Yeah. That's what I get for trying to make conversation.
That's it. Good work.
Did your people have plans to settle here? You seem easily affected by the cold.
That looks like Ket tech.
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. Life support is back online.
So, am I the first and only Asari you know?
You are the first, but not the only.
Really? Who else?
There is also Lexi.
Oh, right. Is that one of their Ket ships attached to the mountain?
If there's any way we can help the Angara deal with the Ket, we're going to do it.
We haven't been able to take down any of their defenses. Many lives were lost trying.
We are nearing the nav point provided by Sokar Isov on Aya. Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station.
Our histories say there were once flower meadows on Voeld. Colors we didn't have names for.
Whatever you think of it, this is a beautiful planet.
Those clouds are really something.
Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder.
You've been hanging out at the Cultural Center on the Nexus. Have you read about Omega?
Not yet. Homeworlds first. I want a solid understanding of each species before I dive into the deviants.
Joel, your people have been fighting the Ket for a long time.
Since long before my birth.
Are you encouraged that you have allies now? Us, I mean.
It's better not to die alone. Yes.
Wow. You don't think we can win?
This isn't a typical war. Therefore, winning won't be typical.
Found them.
Scans reveal these crates contain Angaran weapons.
Oh, really now?
Oh, did Sokka not mention he helps us out sometimes? I recognize him. That's Keldo, one of Sokal's suppliers.
I detect traces of weapons fire, consistent with Ket's technology.
Ket. Great. And here's the ambush.
Ryder, did you hit a ditch or make a sharp turn or something? Jaw's snoozing again.
Ah, let him sleep.
Ugh.
This is the Ket labor camp Skiot talked about.
I'll keep an eye out for the kidnapped Angara.
Be ready. Well executed.
Disable the fence! I have to get out! Freedom!
The temperature is falling, Pathfinder.
Disable the fence, quick! They're not getting away with this!
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. Life support is back online.
Get me out of here! I'm gonna kill these kids! You're here to rescue us. The control panel is right there. Shut this down. Once I have a weapon, I'm gonna destroy these kit!
The temperature is falling, Pathfinder. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.
Just in time. Ought to have given us another day at most. No thanks for Rana's jabs.
If the cat can't handle being called mildly insulting things, that's on them, not me.
You see what I mean? We owe you. How'd you find us anyway?
Your nephew, Skiat, was trying to get you rescued.
Good boy. He's got potential, Nilt.
So you've said before. The Resistance needs to be debriefed. We'll head back to base as soon as possible.
What about the data drive? We have to deliver it to Buxel so she can start the analysis.
Interesting. It seems we have to depend on our rescuer for more than a rescue. Can you deliver this drive to Tedjix? If we work together, no time will be wasted.
What's in the drive?
The Ket code we stole while trying to infiltrate their command center. The Ket never realized how much we downloaded off their network.
I'll go there as soon as I can.
Perfect. Buxel will be in her workshop. I hope we meet again, under better circumstances.
The temperature is falling, Pathfinder. Pathfinder, a remnant site is ahead. Defense systems may be active.
Nice work.
My sensors are detecting Ket technology, Pathfinder.
We've got targets!
Excellent shot!
I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder. Life support restored. The temperature is falling, Pathfinder.
An Asari told me she'd been a dancer in the afterlife. Does your species also believe?
Getting closer. This is the source of that interference? Looks like a meteorite.
The interference is caused by the EM radiation it's emitting. I detect that...
Detect later! Angry Adi headed for us!
The signal emitted by that meteorite might be drawing the Adi, as well as driving them into a frenzy.
How do we shut it off?
Perhaps the scan will tell us more, Pathfinder. Pathfinder, I can modify your Omni tool to dampen the signal.
Watch out! Those Adhi seem really mad.
Adhi don't normally act like this. Something's made them angry.
We are close to the source of the signal. Perhaps something about the sickness causes agitation in the beasts. I suggest we return it to the Nexus for analysis. We could learn more about the Scourge.
True. Disrupting comms, driving wildlife into a frenzy. There's too much here to ignore. We need to study it. Hopefully the Hijara scientists won't have any more trouble with our comms.
Jal, I heard you singing the other day. I peeked in. You were applying lotion to your neck. Flaps.
You're mistaken.
About?
The singing. However, the daily application of hydrogenated ash salve is important to keep my neck flaps glossy.
So many questions. So much violence.
Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters. Life support restored.
Really? This is not fun.
You know, he only falls asleep when you're here.
What?
Just kidding.
Oh, Ryder. Are you sure? Here? Now?
Huh?
But Joel's right here. What if he wakes up? Oh, screw it. I want you. Let's do it.
All right, pull over. I'll give you two some privacy.
I knew you were faking!
It seems I wasn't the only one.
So much violence.
The temperature is falling, Pathfinder. Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station. Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters.